Hello, this is Breakfast with Charlie State and Naga Manchetti.
Coming now, this week sees the start of an End Polio campaign. It's a crippling and sometimes fatal disease which can be eradicated, yet still exists in some parts of Asia and Africa.
Now, 3 global organisations are joining forces to try to get rid of the disease once and for all. Well, Gautam Singh survived polio as a baby in India and is now working alongside the World Health Organisation and Rotary International. Welcome to the programme.
Good morning.
Now, this is obviously very important to you, this subject, and you going back to India to help with the immunisation and the vaccination there. Tell us what you've seen and what you're experiencing.
Well, for the last 20 years, this campaign has been going on to eradicate polio, and all but 4 countries, the polio eradication has been working. There are still tiny pockets in parts of India and Nigeria. India is clearly a focus because of the sheer population, and where polio, in terms of epidemiology, is being controlled, in terms of we know where some of the resistance against vaccination is.
Why is there this resistance to vaccination? What drives this? Is it a fear? Or?
Complications of lots of things, of poverty, geography, lack of awareness. Some people could find it really difficult to understand why, if your life is so terrible and you get polio or other diseases that can cripple you, it could become an opportunity to beg. Other people find they don't understand why vaccination can be good for their children.
Right.
So where in this country and other parts of the world we understand and we trust health workers, in developing countries where people are just struggling to survive day to day, the concept of primary health care in terms of we know vaccinations can work, they don't quite understand why.
Suspicious. Tell people about your own story, because you have an incredible life story in terms of where you are now as to where you were brought up. Just go through it for us, if you would.
Yeah, well, my life started in Calcutta, and I wasn't born with polio, no one is, and regrettably I didn't get vaccinated. And because I got polio, my original parents couldn't look after me, so I ended up with Mother Teresa and the Missionaries of Charity. And luck, chance, destiny brought me in a long way around to London. I was adopted and started life in New Zealand, and now thankfully I have an opportunity to complete this full circle, if you like. And this week there's a big campaign called Thanks for Life End Polio, which is trying to do what didn't happen to me, which is to save children from polio.
Yeah, it must be a very emotional journey for you going back, given that you say you could have got lucky in a way, that your life story has been lucky, going back and seeing how others may not, be so lucky.
Yeah, what was quite unsettling in terms of my own crisis is to see the life that I could have lived in India had I not been adopted, and living with disability and poverty. And I think that's the bit that it breaks your heart to see just how lucky we are, that there is support. And a lot of people in developing countries have to be self-resilient. There is no NHS or other support structures or financial support. And where you feel quite lucky that you can achieve anything that you want, regardless of your disability. In developing countries, in India, it's heartbreaking to see that people still have to struggle.
Well, thank you very much for coming this morning. Good to see you here. Good luck with the campaign.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Gautam.